Here in the Abbey Stone Theater, they're hosting a member town hall with Park President Kevin Lemke at 1 o'clock today. We're going to attend and talk about what he talks about. We'll also try to maybe record it if they allow it, but we'll see what they say.
A beautiful fall day, and kind of this transitional time for the park. A lot of you probably were just experiencing Hall Spring maybe a couple days ago, and we'll be coming back from Christmas Town in a few days. So always a busy time, but an exciting time for the park. And so just again, really appreciate you being here. One quick note to make our head of entertainment, who does all our theaters, just feel a little bit better. Give him a round of applause for the new park. Getting new carpet in the Abbey Stone going right at the top of their resume. So good job there. But it is great to be here in this theater. I love this theater, and we'll talk about some things coming up here in a week or so in this theater. So I'm going to go through a few quick updates on things to expect through Christmas and some other exciting things around membership, and then really get into some 2024 details, and then of course talk about our great project Loch Ness, the legend lives on, which we're super excited about, which lots going on for this weekend with Loch Ness, and then starting Monday some major changes. So we'll get right into it. And I'm going to start real quick with a raffle. So there's going to be, I think, 4, maybe 5, I can't remember. All right, so Member Appreciation Weekend, which is where we are right now. And we'll keep things moving because I know there's a lot of good things out there. So just a reminder, it's obviously Town Hall, which we're doing right now. Last to ride, Loch Ness Monster. Hopefully everyone's going to get a chance to do that. I do believe we were having a slight issue at the beginning of opening. Are we back? We're back good? Never failed, right? But usually something minor. Pick one free member item, so make sure you go out to the Upgrade Center. Some great options out there. $1 hot dogs, free beer, and then of course Slap Nation, which is a fantastic band, and then Good Shot Judy tomorrow, and then rides and coasters. Generally everything available outside of Festa, so partake in that and just have a great time today. So special thank you for your loyalty. Really the last time to ride the original Loch Ness Monster, today and tomorrow. Starting Monday, it will be dismantled in some cases. The interlocking loops, some other pieces will come down and be replaced with brand new track, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But really it's kind of a, especially if you grew up at the park or just been around a long time, which I know a lot of you have, including a lot of our employees. Just a major kind of milestone, 45 years, and just really excited where this is going. But so make sure you get your rides on Loch Ness. And then a couple of quick things that we wanted to talk about in membership. We just announced these a couple of days ago. So really talking about best benefits ever. So everything that we're talking here is in addition to what you already get. So the rewards calendar, your discounts, we do free quick use, pins, light years, all the stuff that you're used to. All of that is still there, but we're adding some additional things, and these member-exclusive events and experiences I think are going to be really something interesting. A variety of things planned in 2024, but we do have our first one planned for Friday, December 15th. So join myself and a lot of our leadership team from the park that you'll be able to kind of meet and greet and ask questions of or whatever you want. From 4:30 to 6 in the Globe lobby. And $10 gets you a 16-ounce signature hot chocolate and 2 cookies, and then an entrance to the event as well. So some really cool experiences that are only going to be exclusive to members. But some of the ones that we're talking about for next year, just some really cool kind of interactive things, meeting passive shows, being able to do Q&A, to think of, just using this as a the Celtic Firecast, after the show, just for members, you were out here, Celtic Firecast comes out, meet and greet, question and answer with them. I think we get a lot of requests for things like that. I wanted to, get a little bit behind the scenes. So much more to come on a lot of these experiences in 2024, but looking forward to kicking the first one off on the 15th. And then for Platinum specifically, double your discount, one-time monthly on F&B, and then a rotating discount on retail. So German Gifts will be the first one in November, and then that'll rotate, but you get an additional 20% on top of what you already get. And then reserve platinum seating for select theaters in 2024. So you're not going to line up quite as early. Space will be limited, but there will be a dedicated platinum section in many of the theaters. And then some ways to get in touch with us easier, kind of specific for platinum as well. So really just want to continue to all of our parks, but the parks here as well. Continue to add value to our loyal members. So Christmas Town, quick update on things, all things Christmas Town starts next Friday. And I think we have, there we go. Quick video here. Can't wait for Christmas. That's such a great time of year here. So again, you look at all the things available, throughout the event. 10 million lights, of course, one of the largest, light displays around. 1,200 live Christmas trees, which a lot of you probably have seen going in, and those are being wrapped now. And we'll talk about some of the new stuff here, but for rides and coasters, this will be the first time in the event's history that will have 5 coasters available during Christmas. So it's a request we get often. Of course, as many of you know, the coasters are weather dependent. So barring weather, challenges or something else outside of our control, in the lineup is 5 coasters, including dark coasters. So very, very excited about that. Dark coaster meet and greets with Gingy and friends, and of course Santa's back. Christmas Town Express. So a lot of the things, of course, that everyone loves about the event. But let's talk a little bit about some new as well. So new and returning favorite shows. Really, really excited. First, we'll talk Wise Men. New show in the San Marco Theater. Features a trio of musicians sharing holiday traditions and ballads, and an all-new kind of an inspiring show. I've heard the rehearsals. These performers are fantastic, so really looking forward to a new show there. And then right here in the Addison Theater, for the first time since 2019, Gloria returns. And we know definitely a fan favorite. I have a close friend who visits or had visited Gloria every Christmas Eve. That was their tradition. Church, whether your family traditions, their tradition was to come to Gloria every Christmas Eve. So such an important show. Excited to bring it back in all its traditional kind of sets, but then some enhancements and tweaks as well. And just incredibly talented cast, and can't wait. And then members will have exclusive access to the first show of the day all weekend long during that preview weekend for Christmas. So encourage you to come check it out. A couple other things happening. Some really, really cool upgrades. So Polar Pathway. So everyone knows the iconic Pompeii building as that's transformed, one of the most photographed spots during the event. And it will still look like that. The traditional white and the blue water. But periodically through the night, it'll also have an interactive show set to some great music and don't have the video of that yet. You'll have to come out and kind of see the sneak peek, but just some really, really incredible things that can happen, with that building and bring it to life in a whole new way. So all the serenity and everything you love about Polar Pathway will still be there. And then throughout the night, we'll have these great shows, and really, really excited to share that with folks. What we've seen so far is pretty incredible. And then Celebration of Lights at Tannenbaum, same thing. Such a great, iconic piece of the event, but also outfitted with just kind of a whole new, light display and technology and opportunities for just some really great interactive, really wow moments and experiences there. So be sure to check those out with the family as well. And then Build-A-Bear Workshop is coming to Busch Gardens. So for those of you may have heard, may not have heard, that is coming to England. So look for that to debut later this month. So very excited to be part of the Christmas Town lineup. And then we also have a lot of really cool new menu items, and I want to make sure I get the product for Burgermeisters there. Christmas infused menu with new drinks like the mistletoe salted caramel Manhattan, Incl toasted almond cocoa. So it's a really, really great seasonal menu that's coming to Burgermeisters for the Christmas Town time. So be sure to check that out. And then many of you have seen throughout the year we had a dark coaster beer. We had one for Beer Fest, Olive Screen. Well, we're going to have one for Christmas Town as well. So Virginia Beer Company, which has been such a tremendous partner for us, right here in Williamsburg. The Christmas Town Stout, in collaboration with Virginia Beer Company, will be available in drafts and cans. So just some really, really fun kind of festive items in addition to all the culinary delights. So can't wait to take that stuff off next weekend. All right, let's do, before we get into 2024, let's do another raffle. All right, so what's new for 2024? So first we want to talk, a special event lineup. So, as we continue kind of the year-round operation, we are closed for a couple weekends in January, but we roll, right into it, January 26th in Mardi Gras. That's been a tremendous event for us, and really, really excited about where that event can continue to go. It's grown, so much since we debuted it in 2021. So Mardi Gras. Sorry. All right. So St. Patrick's Day gives weekends, food and wine, and then really excited about some new summer content that will be debuting. Don't have all the details to share on that, today, but really want to focus on, we know guests love the concerts. The concerts will be part of it. American Jukebox, which was such a hit. We got such great feedback from that show. Looking at additional opportunities around entertainment, and look to share that soon for summer as well. And then really just taking advantage of the beauty of the park. Think art, think food, just kind of the natural beauty to celebrate and transform the park in a whole new way for summer. In addition to, of course, all the great rides and shows and celebrating Loch Ness Monster, but excited about where summer can go, and different ways to beat the heat, hopefully, which of course is always a challenge for the parks in the summer, but some exciting stuff coming there. And then we'll talk a little bit about some of these anniversary dates here in a moment as well, which is very exciting. In addition, we still have our micro events. Guy Harvey, who actually will be here in December, so look for the announcement there. Military Appreciation Weekend in July, so we'll continue to look for opportunities around in addition to the big events, always something new kind of going on as well. And then as part of that, an all-new Spring Member Appreciation Weekend, March 23rd and 24th. So if you remember, pre-COVID, back when we weren't year-round, we would open in the middle of May or so, and there'd be a big be an opening day, right? And in most cases, it was a member exclusive. Obviously, our calendar is a little bit different now, but we really want to a little bit kind of harken back to that as the unofficial, kickoff of the season. Of course, Mardi Gras has been going, and St. Patrick's Day, but a way to kind of bring everyone together as spring approaches. So a lot of exciting things happening for a spring member appreciation weekend, which more details to come as we past Christmas down here. Then we talked about the all-new summer events, so concerts, new shows, which we're excited about, and some really great ways to kind of bring the park to life in a whole new way with some art installations and some other details. So more to come there, but I want to talk about special event anniversary. So hard to believe, 25 years of Hollow Screen. Anyone here from 1999 Hollow Screen? Anyone know the first one? I bet there is. Yeah, I was not, but I joined the company in 2000. So, yeah, just an amazing event. So this is where it all started. We give our Tampa friends, kid with them. We've probably been enough credit for being the ones who actually started Hollow Screen, but they've done their own and done a tremendous event, obviously, as well. But just such a core piece of what we do, and a lot of things planned around the big anniversaries, and then 15 years on Christmas Town, which I do remember a time and was around, before Busch Gardens did Christmas, which is kind of hard to believe now, but back in 2009. So really important to celebrate anniversaries, and happens, just so happens that two of the biggest, events that we have to celebrate in the same year. So tremendous opportunity for our members and certainly the park. And then some other park enhancements. You've probably seen the construction wall up in England. And Squires is not open. So that restaurant is getting a complete refurbishment. So that restaurant is largely original to the park. I mean, the building structure is original to the park, and even some of the components inside. But just really down to the studs. Everything has been torn out, and so you'll actually enter. This pointer works for me now. You'll actually enter where the funnel cake baker was, and kind of make your way from left to right through the space. Funnel cakes will still be part of it, and then bringing London Dairy into it as well. So really just great look and feel inside. Goes well with the old English old world feel. So excited that it was time for this restaurant. Obviously it's shown its age, but excited to debut Squires in 24. And then over at Water Country, for any Water Country fans, their main restaurant is getting quite a facelift as well. So Catalina Grill, also very much kind of showing its age, new service style, new menu items. So we know F&B in food and beverage is such a important part of what we do, and continuing to invest in those locations is really important for us. So some exciting things to share next year. All right, let's do another raffle. So with that, let's stop watching this one. Loch Ness Monster. The legend lives on. So, the world's first interlocking loop coaster, reimagined in 2024, after 45 years of operation, as we talked about. So, an all-new theming, and innovative effects throughout the ride experience. So, you're going to see things on the ride, in the cave, in the queue line, that just really kind of reimagine and bring the Loch Ness Monster, really back to life. I would argue maybe more so than it ever had been. A lot of you probably remember throughout the years, the cave had some different effects, and they kind of came and gone, and as the ride has aged, and so excited to kind of get back into that and bring it back to life how it should be. Over 900 feet of steel track replaced, and that does include the interlocking loop. So literally starting Monday, good chance that a couple of those pieces of those loops, will probably be coming down. So by the time you're here, if you come for that opening weekend at Christmastown, you'll likely see some Loch Ness track already disassembled, and as you might even see today, there's track already staged next to the ride. And then we talked about the enhanced queue experience and added storytelling. So I'm just excited. We had a lot of media out here yesterday, and why Loch Ness, and why now, and why save this one and not another one. It's just such an iconic piece of this park. There's so many folks who have said, of course they still talk about, Big Bad Wolf was their first ride, but they do talk about Loch Ness Monster being their first kind of big coaster, or if nothing else, their first upside down coaster. I heard that a lot yesterday as well. So to be able to share this with kind of a whole new generation of theme park goers, it's a piece of, really kind of part of the fabric of what we are, just like the train and the sky ride and Loch Ness, right? It wouldn't be Busch Gardens Williamsburg without those things. So definitely an exciting time and a worthwhile investment. So a glimpse of what's to come. So for the first time, you will see right now, give you an exclusive first look at a new visual, and then announcing, that Loch Ness Monster Legend Lives On will officially open in spring of 2024. More, of course, everyone wants to know a date. We'll say spring right now, and then get into more details as we go. But the exclusive first look at some new visuals.
Whoa!
You see the cave element there. Such an important part of that ride. That cave needs some work. It's been out there a long time, so we'll be doing some work to the structure itself of the cave, but technology enhancements and the experience inside the cave is very, very exciting. So Nessie lives and will live on, and couldn't be more excited to share that with generations to come. So we'll pull that back up here at the end in case someone wants to see it or take a photo. All right, so with that, we will do raffle number 4. Yep. So we had sent out some information on Q&As, and we always want to hear from our members, and I hear from the members, quite a bit, whether mostly generally say in the park, but sometimes through email or getting correspondence. So we're obviously not going to, we're not going to talk through every bullet point here, but I think it's important for this group and others to see, what is on people's minds, and this is the kind of thing that we look at to say, what are opportunities, what could we be doing better? So what would you like to see in 2024 and beyond? A couple quick ones: improved bathrooms. Absolutely, we have plans to. We saw the Festa restrooms get renovated and changed this year. We have at least one more set of restrooms, if not 2, on the docket for 2024. So that work will continue. A lot of feedback continue, new and improved food options, which we totally agree with, and we talked with you about a few of those. Of course, want to see new rides. There's always new rides, in the works, and a lot of ideas out there. More military days. We do have the military appreciation. All Street on a train. We can hear that on most things. We don't have a plan in place at the moment for on a train, but it is something we'll certainly discussed. Improving the park experience, increased staffing, training. That's what we focus on, constantly. It is we built back. I think this summer we were in really, kind of good shape. And hopefully you guys saw that. But, availability of things and being open and coming out of COVID, hopefully a lot of those bigger challenges behind us, but we still have certainly work to do. Reserve policy screening rate is 21 and up. That's an interesting one. Chaperone policy. I mentioned this a couple times in different forums, but we do not have a plan at the moment to implement a chaperone policy, although other parks obviously have, but it's something we of course look at and evaluate. And then changes to membership, Busch Walks, which we do actually quite often, even more monthly rewards, which we always are looking at. Member-only shows, which is we just talked about Gloria, and then we're going to look at opportunities for that for other shows as well. The guest tickets, I think, hopefully a lot of you saw. A lot of information, a lot of guest tickets, a lot of free tickets this past year, which encourages you to come out with your friends. So we certainly want to keep that going wherever we can. So a lot of different questions, a lot of great feedback. This is what my team and I look at and continue ways to improve. So definitely appreciate the feedback. If you see me, if you see the leadership team in the park, guest relations are always. We review this stuff, and guest satisfaction scores at least weekly, if not more. So, have your voice heard. If you see opportunities, I'll always appreciate the feedback, and a lot of these things being in the works. So thank you for that. So additional questions that we had, is there ever a chance of adding another country to the park? We get that one a lot. Ever is a long time. So is there ever a chance? There probably is ever a chance. Do I think we'll see that in the next few seasons? It's probably nothing. I would say on that. Renovations to Loch Ness include renovating the steep decline and incline to the river tour. No. Unfortunately, an escalator or an elevator. Sure. It has been discussed. There are some. Yeah, it has been discussed quite a bit. Obviously, that layout and configuration, built at a different time in the world, and so if we did ever change it or change something down there or whatnot, we'd obviously have to provide some much different modes of transportation. So, but nothing in the works right now. Wilmar Tower be replaced. Again, it's ever a long time. There is not an immediate plan. But anytime we look at the configuration of the park, what does the park need? What is next for attractions? What locations can we use? Certainly Mount Tower will be one that I'm sure comes up, pretty consistently. Why did you stop making meatballs? That was an interesting one. And our head of food and beverage is here, so we'll get to the bottom of that. And he's back there. But it's good that you see, you see what questions come in, what's on people's minds. And then this one, SeaWorld finds, commonality between parks, how the Williamsburg ensure it stays unique. I think when we talk with our folks in Orlando, we talk about new attractions, we talk about areas of the park, and certainly what we do locally. I can tell you locally, our eye is on, what's best, for Williamsburg. There's not a lot of influence from other parks. There could be some things that, hey, that works really well, or hey, this new restaurant style, maybe we should check that out. But then do it, in a way that makes sense for us. But when we talk attraction planning, Loch Ness Monster is a great one. When think out to 2025 and other years of things that, will be coming, I can tell you, it's highly focused on, the uniqueness of this park and focused on this park. So less about, hey, Orlando's doing this or San Diego's doing this, and then let's just replicate that here. That's not, that's typically not the thinking, and definitely always want to maintain the kind of the richness and heritage of this park as much as we can. So, but with that, let's do one more raffle. We just wanted to say thank you, for being a part of the Busch Gardens Williamsburg family, the Water Country family as well. Although you don't think about Water Country too much this time of year, but an important piece of what we do. And just want to say we appreciate the feedback. We appreciate you taking part in things like this. Excited about those new experiences that will be available to members. So we'll look to get those going, next month. And myself, our leadership team, available for questions, anything that's on your mind. I want you to have a great time today. Enjoy all the great, entertainment and the beautiful weather. I can say this, just go easy on me. I do have a few pins up here. If you did not get the Jackets Back Halloween pin, you have a few, so feel free to kind of come up. I'll accommodate whatever I can. But really, just thank you, for everything, and really appreciate you being here. And we'll talk again soon.
So, a handful of key takeaways from the town hall. First of all, Kevin mentioned that, or should I say Mr. Lemke, I'm not sure how to address him. Either way, the track for Loch Ness Monster will be dismantled as soon as Monday, so because I need time to edit this video, by the time you're seeing this video, they will already have started dismantling the track for Loch Ness Monster. They're working on that quick to make sure that they get it done by the end of next season, so it'll be open for the 2025 season. Also, he listed a slew of interesting perks for members for 2024, but he also mentioned that there will be a few other new things in 2023, one of which is happening on December 15th. They're having a cookies and hot cocoa meet and greet, just chill time with Kevin and other important people with Busch Gardens, so that's a really cool perk if you can make it out there. Unfortunately, it's a Friday, so it might be difficult for some people to make it, but if you can, that's a really nice perk. Since we're essentially on the eve of Christmastown, he also gave us some updates about Christmastown. It begins on November 10th and will continue until January 7th, so it's going a full week after the new year. He mentioned that there will be a bunch of new food options as well as some new entertainment. They're bringing back the Gloria show, which is going to be happening right behind me in the Abbey Stone Theater. They're also upgrading their O Tannenbaum show and the giant Christmas tree over near the Fest House, and they're also doing the Wise Men show over in the San Marco Theater, and they have a new light show on the Escape from Pompeii building over in Italy. There's going to be a new summer event going on from June 14th to August 11th of next year. Kevin didn't give a whole lot of details. I'm assuming they're still ironing things out about that, but they did confirm that they're keeping the concerts around. A lot of people really like the concerts, so it's good to hear they're keeping them around. I hope that they actually have a lot of things to do for the upcoming summer event, because the fireworks show by itself was a little bit lackluster. It'll be nice to have a lot more to look forward to during the summer months. So it'll be interesting to see what's happening with that when he makes his official announcement. Some of you may already be aware of this, but in case you didn't know, because we honestly didn't realize it until he brought it up during the town hall, but this coming year, 2024, will be the 25th anniversary of Hallow Scream, believe it or not already, and also the 15th anniversary of Christmastown. So it'll be fun to see what they add to those two events for those 2 years and to see if they do anything special to commemorate them. And the last thing we wanted to point out was that he mentioned the refurbishment that we noticed was going on over in England. The former site of the Squire's Grill and the Funnel Cake Restaurant is getting a complete refurbishment. He showed some pictures and of what the inside is supposed to look like by the time the construction's done. So it's going to be exciting when that's ready. It looks like it's going to be a single restaurant taking up that whole building instead of dividing it into a couple of restaurants. Also, if you're a fan of Water Country USA, he announced that their main restaurant there, the Catalina Grill, is also getting a full upgrade over there, and showed some concepts of that work that they're doing over there. So if you visit that park next year, look forward to a newly designed restaurant there too. So we hope you enjoyed our look at the town hall. If you did, we would appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Every like and subscribe is a big help to the channel, and we really appreciate you watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about the town hall, please leave us a comment. We would greatly appreciate the comments, and we look at every single one. So thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for watching, but the fun's not over yet. Click the box in front of my face for another fun video, or click my tree to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss another video.